Hey guys, my name's Fabe and welcome to episode 60, which is the finale of this series, Banished. Last time we reached year 100 of our beautiful town, the IronStoneMine. We had a great famine, so we lost a lot of people. However, my goal is it now to get as many achievements with this town still as I possibly can. Let's split up these sheep, by the way. We need some sheep in here to get this to work. So that's the goal, getting all the achievements right now. And at the same time, I want to talk to you guys a bit about the future. I have decided that there will be a second season of Banished. Some of you guys asked for it, and I know Banished is not the most popular series on my channel. However, I really do enjoy this game and I'm having so much fun that I decided to start a new season of the series. But it's gonna be different, guys. It's gonna be modded Banished. There are quite a few mods out for this game, and I looked through a lot of them. Some of them look like really kind of just like cheating. They just make stuff easier. But some of them actually look really interesting. There even are just a few mod packs out there, which introduce a ton of content to the games. I'm not gonna play one of those for the next season. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of individual mods and try to put them all together to make a kind of an interesting little modded version, I guess, of the game. I'm not sure which of them are compatible. I have my eyes on around 10 mods right now. And those are quite a few, and I have no idea, I have no experience with modded Banished at all, so I will have to do a bunch of tests before I can start the series. I need to see which mods are compatible with each other, which I can include and which I shouldn't include. There are a lot of terrain generation mods. There are one mod I'm particularly excited about. It's called Better Harvesting. I'm gonna try and name a few of the mods here. So Better Harvesting, basically, I mean, we noticed that. We had huge issues with our crop fields here, right? People had to run home all the time, or to the full barns all the time, and they weren't able to harvest all the crops. So the mod called... Oh, let's pause the game real quick. I'm gonna conclude my thought process here in a second. But first, I need to make sure that we get all our people back on the crop fields. Let's do that. Make it down to 6, and those can be... Oh, those are 6 too. Actually, I think those were 4 before. That's 200 right now. Where else did I take people away? I already forgot again. I think we had less foresters. Although I really like having wood. But let's make it 4. Man, it's a hard business getting these guys into the right jobs, isn't it? Guess we'll take a few fishermen away. And this should give us 210. Let's take 2 herbalists away. And then we'll have our 212 people here. Alright, farmers. Go on the crop fields and start planting. Of course! Now that I just changed them, it's gonna snow again. Anyways, what I'm gonna mention is this mod called Better Harvesting makes it that the farmers just produce the crops and leave them at the corner of a field. And then the laborers pick them up and bring them to the barns and everywhere. So this is really helpful. This is basically how these guys work. Like the mines. They just bring it out of here, leave it here on the ground, and the laborers come by and bring it back to a stockpile. And I think that is a huge improvement. That should make it way easier to maintain good harvests, and stuff should get harvested a lot faster at the end of the year. So that's definitely going to be a mod that I'm going to include. It should make things a little bit more easy on us. I don't want to make it too easy. There are a lot of other mods that make a lot of stuff easier. I don't want to install a lot of them, but I think the Better Farming mod is definitely one I'm really looking forward to. There are a few ones that introduce new buildings. I'm a little careful with those, because they I'm a little scared about their balancing. I mean, some of them seem to be well established, that I'm gonna include. Others, I'm not so sure about. Do I need anything of this stuff? I don't think I do. So as I mentioned, I'll have to do some tests and maybe do like a little bit of a test run. Maybe on a live stream, I'm not sure, just an idea I have. I might test some stuff out before we start the official series. But I'm definitely really looking forward to. Searching through all these mods got me really, really excited for the game again. So I think we are gonna have a ton of fun soon in the next series. Okay, 240 steel tools, that's not bad. We only need to get up to 300. Warm coat, still not quite. We got a bunch of ale now. That is something. Yeah, we might have to trade for some warm coats, which would be unfortunate. I mean, we have tons of... Oh, I closed the thing, didn't I? Didn't even notice. Let's make sure our hunters are up to date, because they will provide us with leather for the warm coats. Look at all these laborers I have all of a sudden. Lots of children coming of age. Let's get them in the foresters, I think, is what I want. And the herbalists are very important. Let's get a fisherman too. Yeah, that sounds about right for now. But yeah, as I mentioned, I'm really excited for Season 2. I hope I can get it done by next week, so we don't actually have a gap at all. I will just be able to maintain the Banished schedule like it has been before. I think I can do it. Depends, of course, on how well these mods are gonna play with me. If they are right, and if they are doing what I want them to do, we should be able to pull it off. Even if we have some issues, it might take a little longer to get everything working. Okay, going back to the achievement topic. Another achievement that I mentioned in the past too, I think, is 2,000 stone tile roads. And I think that's also something we could accomplish. We already have quite the extended stone road network. And it's hard to say how many I exactly have. But I think if I just keep building them, we might be able to pull it off. You know what I should do? Oh, I don't need builders for roads? That's you never learn out in this game, huh? You never know everything. So that's interesting. Is this all stone here? Yeah, I think I stoned it all the way down here. Stone, 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 stone. Stone, stone, stone. More stone. I guess I could stone it up all the way up there now. It's gonna take a buttload of stone. But I don't know how far we are away from the 2,000 threshold. However, maybe I should get a few people like in here again. Although the fishermen are kind of more important at the moment. So let's do it like that. Yeah, that should work. You know what, guys? I think that's gonna be the first episode of Banished, the last one, by the way, that I am gonna cut here and fast forward a bit. Do we need some more steel tools? We actually do need some steel tools. So let's give him some logs for this. How many do I get for 200 logs? Do I get like 50? Not quite. Not quite. Do I want to give him... Yeah, let's give him 300 logs. Come on, let's do this. 50 should get us almost over the 300 threshold. So let's do this. Hopefully our woodcutters can keep up with that. But yeah, I'm gonna cut here because it will take quite some time accumulating all the ale, steel tools and warm coats in here. And I'm just gonna play like usually. And I'll bring you guys back in when something exciting happens. So, I was curious, what happens when an orchard has an infestation and you don't immediately cut it down? Yep, all the orchards are gonna have that one. So I wonder, look at this, they are all having the infestation now. My question is, okay, this one got saved actually. I'm working on 10 times speed, by the way, right now, to speed everything up. I want to see if they all die, or how this is gonna work out. It's gonna be interesting to see, because it seems like they can heal themselves. They just get reinfected all the time. So I wonder if there will be the chance that it will actually overcome the all by himself. But as you can see, as soon as one orchard is healed, it gets infested again. Slowly but surely getting a few more people in our town again. Population is growing, and let's take a quick look at this here. We have 300 steel tools, so they are complete. We are at 345 ale, which is not bad at all. Close to the 500. The only thing we are short on is still the warm coats, because I think our people are taking them from the barns faster than our traders can. Yep, looks like they're all gonna die. Okay, so we learned for the future, if you have a infestation in an orchard, you better hurry up and cut that damn thing down before it spreads. Because when it spreads, it does spread. Wow, look at this. I don't want to cut those all down, because this will bring our alcohol production to a clear halt. We won't be able to produce any ale for a few years if that is the case, if we have to cut them all down. It looks like they are all dying. Don't think there's much we can do. It's getting winter, maybe winter helps. It's kind of an early one. I don't know why they didn't manage to harvest more. I expected them to harvest more than that. I need to trade some more tools too. It doesn't even let me speed up anymore. I guess I will have to cut them all down. Although they are still kinda harvesting. They're still getting a few apples from those trees. Interestingly enough. But yeah, that definitely was not my smartest decision. That will throw us back a little bit. And even though there's only like 121 ale missing, it will still take us some time until we can produce properly again. Okay guys, it's been probably 1 or 2 years later since the last clip. We are pretty close to the ale. We got still the steel tools. Warm coats still pretty slow. I actually I had to cut all trees down, and I had to change it to plums to get rid of this infestation. Man, that was a hard infestation. Then I lost a bunch of cows due to infestations, and now we have new nomads. As you can see, our population is growing rapidly on its own right now. 50 nomads. Doesn't seem like much. I'm gonna take them. We have a huge surplus in food right now. As you can see, the last few years we always had like 10 to 20k more than we actually needed. Let's slow this down maybe to 5 times. And this way we can produce tradable goods again. This is what I want. Get some people producing stone, maybe even, you know, let's make this maybe 30. So we produce some iron as well. Would be nice, I think, because we are slowly but surely running out of what we have. But yeah, not too much progress. It takes a long time. I kind of gave up on the whole pasture achievement, because I did the math and we need so many pastures. I would have to build this whole area and probably even up there more pastures to get this achievement. It's kind of crazy numbers, so I gave up on that. The only one that I really still want to get is indeed the one of the trading post. So I'm gonna fast forward again and bring you guys back when something interesting happens. Oh guys, 2 more years later, our population is growing like crazy. Look at it. We are almost at our all-time high again. We are at 750 people, and this is, yep, definitely having an effect on our food production. We are low again. We are almost at the next famine, only 7 years after that. We got our ale, we got our steel tools. Warm coat still very slow. I built 2 more tailors, this one and this one, so I'm hoping they doing some work. Hopefully faster the better, but it's not looking good, guys. It is not looking good. I think we're gonna lose a ton of people again. just as I have half the mines populated again and the stone cutters. For some reason, oh, it's done now. This pathway here, this stone pathway that I had, oh no, this one over here. Yeah, it's still not done. But it started to do. For the longest time, for a few years, there was just no pathway here. I don't know why they didn't start building it. I also had to build another school because I had just so many children. Our population is really exploding. So I built another school here. That is filled halfway almost already. So we get a lot of people in here and we can't sustain them with our current food supplies. And that is really unfortunate. Yep, this frickin' early freezing temperature definitely will destroy our population. Haha, once again. Let's see, what are we at right now? We are very low in food wise and we have 758 people, as I mentioned. And this is probably gonna be the limit of the food we get this year. Because it starts to freaking snow in late autumn, why not? Oh well, since we are not too much concerned with the population at this point, and only with the production, I hope we'll survive that. I'm just gonna let the population go up and down until we finally get our warm coats together, which will take a while. We are producing so slowly. I mean, we're not producing that slowly. It looks like these guys are producing like 33. What do we have here? 29. So let's say 30 per tailor. Oh, this one's just started up. So maybe 60, 90. I think I have one more here. We should produce about 150 a year. But the question is how much of that stuff gets stored. That's the problem that I have right now. Steel tools. Yeah, let's trade a few. Can use some. Here we go. That's good enough. Alright, so we're probably gonna lose a whole ton of people this year again, which kinda sucks, I suppose. But that's how it is. I think it's just gonna be an endless loop, because, I mean, we are in the same situation like we were in the famine of 99. So it's probably just gonna repeat itself over and over again. Maybe every 7 years about, maybe a little slower when I don't get the nomads to maintain our facilities. But I think it's gonna be hard to get out of the loop with our current setup. I would have to restructure everything, and since we are gonna end the series here, I don't think I will really do that. What I started doing, by the way, is also I started building some wells around, because there's another achievement that I kind of forgot about it, and that is getting 20 wells in a town in another achievement. I think Firefighter it is called, and I actually tried that before in an old world. However, just building 20 wells didn't seem to do it. I don't know if there's another criteria or something like that. But I built 20 wells and nothing really happened. So let's build one here. Can we build one along these sides here? Yeah, right here is good. So I just keep building some wells and maybe I'll reach it, maybe I won't. So guys, apparently we reached 800 citizens. There were some nomads in between, about 82 I think, but we only had like 775, so even if I would have taken them, we wouldn't have gotten to 900. But if there would be 100 nomads coming around right now, I think I would accept them just to reach the achievement of getting 900 citizens. But I was able to prolong our population's life for a few more years here just by harvesting really early in the year. But this was another really early winter in autumn, I think. So yeah, our production, it's just impossible. Last year it was okay. I harvested really early and this way I got almost what we needed. But this year we are screwed. So if the people don't die today, I don't know what happens, or this year I should say. I got away with maybe 10 to 20 starvations every year, but this is just impossible now. And on top of it, I got a nice disease here. Very good stuff. And these guys only bring me seed these days. Not a single one that brings me food since I last recorded. So crazy. Okay, spring is coming again. So I will start. I started harvesting in late spring last year, some of the crop fields. So that's how it is right now. Doesn't look too good. My tailors ran out of leather, so I started to build another hunter, and we still only have like 10% of what we need. I mean, we have tons of ale now that I could trade if a merchant would come by with maybe some warm coats. I would really appreciate that. It would be nice, but until then, I think I'll have to spend a few more years here and probably lose our population. But look at this graph. It looks almost exactly... Whoa, 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 whoa. That changed. Oh, because we reached a new maximum? Oh no, we are losing already again. It's an up and down, guys. It is just an up and down. But yeah, it started to look kind of like that. It was going flat, and now I'm waiting for the next drop. A few years later, you guys probably noticed already that I cannot stop playing this game. I really want to get somewhere. So, I found a little trick that worked reasonably well. So what I do with my crop fields now is I harvest them all that are not harvested yet. I harvest them during summer. And last year I got 90k by that, and let's see how much we get this year. So I just started harvesting way earlier, and that definitely helps with the yield. Doesn't matter how early the winter comes. It definitely does help, which is really awesome. Population is growing again. We are above 700. Oh, by the way, yeah, we had this dip. I don't think I showed that. And since then we started growing again. I didn't accept nomads this time. Try and see how it develops this way. And I think about 700 is the sweet spot that I can still sustain with my current setup. So let me show you what else I built. I built another hunting cabin for our leather purposes, so we can produce some more warm coats. Another fishing dock to get some additional food. I'm building some houses here, so these buildings here work a little more efficiently. This is important. I built a new cemetery. 90 new graves, so for the next famine we definitely have enough space to hold 400 graves, which is another achievement. So even if the next famine comes, we can take something positive from it. How are we doing? 37 warm coats, so that's pretty good. I get about 2 to 3 a year now. Not much, I know, but I hope with the new hunter it will go a little faster. Still producing way more ale than I need, well, than I use, I should say, for trading. I started trading wool away because I'm short on leather and have more than enough wool, and the value of 5 is good enough. So I'm doing pretty good on that front. I'm kind of running low on iron because we don't have many people running in the mines right now. I'm trying to set those up again. Oh, are you not harvested yet? Oh crap, I forgot one. That sometimes happens. But you can see it's doing reasonably well. Oh, I think those down here, they weren't ready at all. That's why I didn't harvest them yet. But now is the time to harvest everything. Yes. Early autumn. I told them to harvest these ages ago. I don't know why they don't do it. But yeah, even if it's snowing in autumn, you see I have most of the harvest already done. Which is very, very helpful indeed. So early winters don't screw me over as much anymore. Of course, it's a lot of tedious work clicking harvest on every single crop field. So I don't want to do that on video. But yeah, we already have 60k and we are still in early autumn. So this is very, very nice. I think we should come out in a plus state again this year. But I think that's all for a quick update. I think I'll bring you guys back in once I made some more significant changes. Oh yeah, what I also did, I ordered some warm coats. Maybe that's the trader that brings them. Unfortunately, only on this trading post. It would be awesome if I could order them on this trading post, because then they kind of keep them. I mean, oh, 40, nice. It's 42, wow, it's going upward. It's possible that it doesn't matter where I store the warm coats, but I kind of had to have everything in one trading post. Just to be sure. Okay, he's coming down there. I'm pretty sure I ordered the warm coats up there. But yeah, looks like our production is already improving. 42, that's 5 this year. That's nice. 69,000, and it still hasn't snowed yet, so we are still harvesting like crazy. Yeah, that's what. Oh, yeah, down here is always a little bit of a problem. I think the people have to walk just too long. I don't need sheep, man. I really do not need sheep. This episode might be longer since I have so many clips and I don't have my timer up today. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But it's the last episode, so I think we can make it a little longer. I really, really want to get the last few achievements before we abandon this town and start over fresh. So, oh, okay, we're gonna wait this trader. Let's speed up time a little bit. It's getting a little laggy. I'm dropping below 20 frames when I'm running 10 times the speed, even if I'm not recording. So yeah, this is quite annoying. And that is also one of the big reasons why we need to start over, I think. Just to get our frame rate under control again. Let's fill up the mines a bit again. Late autumn, still no snow. What's going on this year? Although the house is not as good as last year. Maybe last year the stuff grew a little faster. Oh, there it is. You see, it's not too bad. Since we have... Oh yeah, maybe it is him. Ah, chickens. Nope. Wow, guys. This is the first in ages, isn't it? I think we had one fire really early. And that was it in total for our fire situation. That's... Well, at least I have like well here and well here. So I think we should get it under control pretty quick. Hopefully. How are you guys doing that? Let's turn around. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're all watering it. Look at it. Come on, you guys. You can do it. I believe in you. I built a well right there. So it should... I don't know how that actually calculates how many water buckets it needs to get extinguished. But yeah, we hadn't have a fire in ages. It's kind of cool. Oh. I think that's it. Rebuild, I suppose. And we'll see if we will survive that. Well, it was only one house. I don't think it's a big deal. Okay, guys, I paused the game here real quick because we have an interesting decision to make. So I had some really good years. We have 40k in storage. I had up to 80k in storage at one point. So we are... It's kind of getting close. We are barely producing more than we need. But the years before were even more of a surplus. We have a little bit stored. We have 770 citizens. The graphs are slowly flattening out here. And yeah, we have 76 nomads arriving. If we add them to the 772 we have, we come out at about 850. Not quite, but almost 850. We have a little bit of storage. Should we risk taking them nomads in and hoping that they reproduce so fast that we can get up to 900 before the famine kicks in? I mean, it's been 10 years since the last famine and my graveyards are lifting, so we want another famine sooner or later, preferably at the end, of course. But I wouldn't mind one now. Since we are really close, we are 60 codes short from our trading goal right now. It is an interesting opportunity. I think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to accept these nomads. And I'm going to see what will happen. Oh crap, that was the wrong button! It screwed us over completely. I think it's time for another little update. It's been a couple of years, I think. So, we are at the verge of 800. We actually passed it already, just by a bit. About 800, and I think I found a decent balance. At least I thought I would. With all the micromanagement I was doing with the crop fields, I actually was able to sustain quite a long period of normal growth. However, this year was a little worse. Last year it was close, and this year, yeah, we went under by quite a bit. Despite the micromanagement, so you still have bad years, but they are a lot rarer than they used to be without the micromanagement. We are almost there, guys. 188, 12. 12 warm codes are missing. You remember the trader or the merchant that I ordered? He never came. I don't know if he will ever come or if he just forgot about my order, but yeah, I never got the warm code that I actually ordered from the guy, so that's unfortunate. But overall, I expect, not this year, I think I have quite a bit of surplus from the previous couple of years, so we won't die this year, but we might have another famine in 2 or 3 years, maybe, because we are still growing, as you can see, and this 800 threshold seems to be the number that, yeah, causes these spikes. And what would be really nice, having nomads coming in, about 100, that would be really awesome, so we could reach the 900 population achievement, and right after that the 400 grave achievement. Alright guys, as you can see, we are damned close. 197 warm codes are in our trading post. We need 3 more and then we are good to go. We're losing a few people again. Slowly going down, not from starvation, just from natural causes, but we are having less children, I believe. I don't want to miss it yet. Do you see that? That's 10 times the speed. That's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah, we sunk down a little bit below the 800 mark again. We're having a hard time keeping up. As you can see, it's late autumn. It still hasn't snowed yet. And still, this year was not the best one. It was even worse than last one. There are always some of crop fields. For some reason, the AI fails or something happens that are not really growing. These down here are not really growing at all. And sometimes there's 1 or 2 who are not harvested at all, which is also really weird. There's the snow and there's a trader. Oh, sheep. Ah, I thought he would finally come around, but nope. He does not care about us enough, huh? Well, so, yeah. Oh, exports. We got it, guys. We got it. 200 warm coats. Awesome. There's another achievement. Let me quickly look that up. The other one was having 2000 fuel, which we are far away from. I keep building woodcutters. I think I already built my 12th one here. He's right in building phase right now. It's crazy. And they still can't keep up. I'm getting all this wood and I can't even cut it. But also 2000 wood, which is possible for us. 500 stone, easy going. 500 iron, easy going. 200 tools, easy going. 200 coals, which we have stored right now, and 30k food, which we also have. So in theory, if we would have a ton more fuel, maybe one of the merchants can bring it by, we could get this achievement too. But I might be wanting too much at this point. I'm not really sure if we should go for that. I've been playing for ages on this map, and as you can see, it's going down. I can't expand really without losing everything. Well, I guess I could put some more crop fields in another corner, but I think I'm fine. I think we learned a lot from this. Let me put the speed down. So we look at this. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, I love it. 2 times the speed. Wow. Yeah, we have so much iron, excess iron. We could almost 1,000. That's kind of crazy. We could trade it all away. We could trade it all for firewood or coal. If the merchants would come by, 90% of the merchants are just animals. Then there are a few that bring still the steel tools by that I still use. I think the trading for the steel tools worked out quite well. And then there are a ton of merchants that just bring seeds that I send away right away. So it's kind of frustrating that it's always the same stuff they bring. I would love for them to bring maybe some coats or maybe some fuel. Some of them, sometimes I get a food merchant too every now and then. But ooh, diphtheria, that's not good. Not that I would care at this point anymore. I think our hospitals are taking good care of our people, and I have quite a few diseases in between, but usually it maxes out at like 10 or 15 diseased people, and then they all get healthy again. But yeah, we got our export rating. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this game, and then we're gonna let everyone die to get our last achievement. Alright guys, game is saved. So I would say, what happens if we just don't let people work on these anymore next year? Do you think they would mind? You guys were probably facepalming and telling me about the other way in the comments already, because I could just take all the farmers off their job. Just like that. And everything is taken care of. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's just 1 click compared to 1,000 clicks for all these stupid single crop fields. Yep, question marks everywhere. No one knows what's going on. And I can tell you guys, it's not good what it's coming towards you. Did my road get finished? Yeah, my stone road achievement. I have no idea how many stone roads I have in here. I built this complete road too. I built all this out of stone. I have no idea how much 2,000 tiles really are. So, it's an issue. I would say we accelerate, despite the... Look at him lagging. Let's zoom in here. There they go. What are we gonna do with 230 laborers, huh? Can't do much. You know what we could do? Let's try something. Harvest trees. Let's see what 230 laborers do to a forest like that, huh? Oh, look at this, guys. We have another fire even here in the apocalypse. That's kind of cool. Oh, I didn't build a... Let's build one of our lovely little wells here closer by. They have to walk quite a bit to get to the water. I don't think there's a closer space though. Oh yeah, did this time slow down? Yeah, time slowed down whenever something's on fire. Let's watch them burn for a bit, shall we? Oh, there they go already. It's done. Oh, that was fast. Remove! I don't need it anymore. Maybe we can build another well there. The 20 well stuff is also, I don't know, I build wells all over the place. Probably more than 20 and there's still no achievement. I don't know how it exactly works. Ooh, look at the forest being torn down. That's crazy. This forest was gone so fast, and all these forests are starting to replant it already again, which is kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Let's do this again. We are almost out of food at the moment. Yeah, let's just remove resources. Why being picky about it, huh? This is so awesome. 2300 wood that we got all of a sudden. That's so cool. Alright, yeah, by the way, I put the miners and the stonecutters also out of their jobs, just so they can help out. But let's look. The food, how do we still maintain this much food, I'm wondering. Let's take a look. We still have 800 people, which is crazy. So no one has died yet, although we kind of maxed it out again. So our production, 9,000 without the farms. Let's see, that's gonna be an interesting experiment too, to see how much food we get per year without any crop field. Looks like it's gonna start, guys. We have the few first victims of our famine of 129. We just passed below 800 citizens. And I have a perfect view on all the graveyards right now to see how the graves slowly but surely get filled. People are dying. We are... maybe 15 died already? Come on, we need at least 100 people dying. Let's take a look at the graph. It might take a little while till that happens. It doesn't show it yet. Our production, 14k without... almost a third. A good third. Not a good third, but almost a third of our resources seem to come from sources other than our crop fields and our orchards, which is interesting to know. Maybe I will try and get more sources next run that are not dependent on the crop fields. But I guess we'll find that out next time. People are starting to die faster. We are down to 780. That's not enough. We need more people that die. More dead people in the graveyards. Okay, we just fell below 700 citizens and it looks like the graveyards are filled up quite a bit, so we should get there fairly soon. I really hope I didn't miscalculate. I think we should be able to hold over 400 graves if everything... Oh, there it is! There it is! New award, Tombstone. Oh, it went by so fast, but we got it. 400 graves in our town. And that's gonna be an appropriate last achievement, I think, for today. Let's slow it down again. And this is the end of the little town, the IronStoneMine. I think we had a really good run. I said it a couple of times before. We figured a lot of stuff out, and hopefully we can use our wisdom that we achieved this run for the next run. I'm really looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Oh, a fire! Haha! That's not bad. Having a fire for the conclusion. But yeah, I hope to see you all again in the next season of Banished. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited, and I think we're gonna have even more fun with that. Alright, but that's about it for today. That's the end of the achievement hunting. A long episode to end it off. And a whole bunch of years that I played on my own here, but I think that's alright. So, once again, if you liked the series, leave a like on the video. And I'll catch you all later.